Hey guys, so you guys might have been wondering what event I kept posting from on Monday, because I posted about it on all three of my Instagram accounts multiple times. So let me just run you guys through exactly what happened because it was just so surreal. I still can't believe it actually happened, but it's like a pretty long story, I guess. Oh my gosh. Um, and I still can't believe it actually happened. So let me just run you through a little bit of a preface before I actually get to the main events that happened during the actual thing. So, okay, so this was the poster that was on one of the dance groups Instagram. So, there's like this one K-pop dance crew that I follow. I don't really remember which one it was though, but they were promoting this event. Oh my god, dropped my phone. But yeah, so this was the event they kept advertising for, and I was like, okay. Like, I saw this and I was like, okay, random dance. I like going to them because I like seeing people dancing, and sometimes I know the dances, so I'll go up and do it myself. But when I saw this part and I saw him, I was like, okay, so maybe I actually do need to go to this one. And it was like, like literally close enough to my house that I could actually like go to it, and it wasn't in like freaking LA, because like some people forget that California is not just LA, like or like people like in K-pop or whatever. But anyways, um yeah, so as soon as I saw this I was like, okay, so I need to be there. And so we actually went, and um yeah, so we saw like a bunch of different dance crews that were there. There were only like a couple crews there, but um yeah, they were just dancing away, they were slaying, they're really really good. um so yeah, I mean, it was the announcer was kind of just like, okay, like all dance crews like go over and like come over and like dance or whatever. So then um so like I didn't actually do any dancing. My sister and I didn't do any dancing. We were kind of just like sitting and talking for a bit. We're like watching everyone do the dances, and then we were kind of just like quietly kind of dancing to ourselves a little bit too. So that was really fun. Um, but yeah, so we are kind of just like sitting and talking for a bit. Um, and then we saw this like literally walking right in front of us, and I was like, okay, so he's actually here now, and he was in the middle of a live stream. You can kind of see um, the I don't even know what it's called, the stick that, yeah. So we are kind of just like, okay, so probably not gonna get a photo with him. That's completely fine, whatever. And so he like walked past us a little bit and was kind of just like sitting down at like some steps, kind of like near the actual like main dancing area, like in this like brick circle thing. So he was kind of just like sitting on the outside of it and kind of just like watching everyone dance. And so naturally, being the fan I am, I was like, okay, um, so I can't go over and ask for a photo because he's in the middle of a live stream. So how do I discreetly go over and like, try to like get closer? So then we moved to a different grass spot. So like in this like section right here, like it kind of extends further. Um so we just, went in there, and we're kind of just like sitting as close to the steps as possible. Okay, so this is me and my sister, and we're kind of just like, discreetly taking selfies. This is Nathan and his mom, so we're kind of just like freaking out because he's like literally like a few steps away from us. And so that was like a whole thing. Um, and so we actually, there was a girl who was sitting next to us, and she was like, oh, like, are you guys also here for Nathan? And we're like, yeah. She was like, do you think we can get a photo? Because, like, I mean, he's sitting, like, right there. And we're like, oh, but he's, like, in the middle of a live stream. So then we all were like, okay. So we, like, kind of all, like, subconsciously decided that we were all gonna just, like, trust each other and, like, go around and, like, try to do everything together. So we were, like, sitting there for most of the time, and we're, like, watching him dance. And, so she had a friend that was also there. So then the three of us girls went over to stand like next to one of my new friends. And so her friend was a dancer, so then she was also in the circle. So we kind of just like went to sit, walk over and like stand kind of like in the circle, so we were like even closer to Nathan. And it was like a whole thing. And yeah, so we like recorded a few videos of him dancing. He slayed, first of all. That was amazing. And all the people that were dancing with him, I wish I was as talented as them, because that would have been cool to dance with him. And then so after some time, he like left the circle, went to go sit back on the steps with his mom, and they were just talking for a bit. And then at some point, they both decided to go like get up and like walk kind of past where the whole dance thing was happening. So then naturally, as the kind of stalkery fan, not really stalker, but kind of stalkery fans that we were, the three of us were watching the live stream on our friend's phone. And so she was like, oh, like they're going that way. So then the three of us decided to go up and try to, follow him. And yeah, so I mean, obviously it was a little stalkery, but we were there, so we could, go over there. So yeah, he left to continue the stream. We were watching it, and so we followed him, and so we were watching it like on the TikTok, and also like literally right in front of us. It was like really funny to see the delay and everything. So yeah, I mean, this was my view. He was like literally in the middle of a live stream right here with his mom, and he was trying to take one of the posters off, the poster that I showed earlier. And so there was like another one on this like big pole, and so he was like, shoot, like, is it okay if I take this? And like his mom was joking about like him getting in trouble for like vandalizing school property. And my friend, she was like, oh yeah, like, it's like, okay, like just take it. And so he did, and he was like freaking out. He was like, oh my gosh, like my classmate just said like I can take it. And so like me and like the other two girls I was with were just like, what? Like, okay, I guess we're classmates now. And so he was like Loki struggling to get the poster down. So we're like, oh, like, do you need help? And he was like, no, it's okay. And then so my friend was like, wait, do you like actually go here? And he was like, yeah, of course I do. And then his mom was like, no, he's just trying to fit in. It was really funny. She was kind of just outing him, but yeah, so we are kind of just like telling her that he was doing a really good job at blending in, because he looked like he could be a student, because he's only a few years older than like the seniors, I suppose. But yeah, so then my friend asked them for a photo, like, because they kind of like just grabbed the poster. And so she was like, oh, can we get a photo? And he was like, no, sorry. His mom was like really nice. She was like, oh, sorry, like he's like in the middle of a stream right now. And he like had his mom hold the phone, and he like kind of angled it to face us, and then he mouthed at us. He was like, I'm so sorry, like I can't take a photo. And then the two of them left. But before that, yeah, this was when he was apologizing. But that's us, that's me in the middle. So like, yeah, so they walked like a few, I don't even know, they just like walked a little bit further away from us. So they're like back here, we're still like over where we were starting at, like at the pole. And so the three of us were kind of just talking, and we were watching the stream, and then it ended. So we're like, oh, that's like weird. Okay, like we didn't really know what to think about it. And he started walking back towards us, and I was like, okay, this is so weird. And he asked us if he could get a photo with us. Like, we didn't have to ask him. He was like, oh yeah, is it okay if I get a photo with you guys? And we're like, yeah. So then, yeah, so his mom took a bunch of photos for us. She took some for me and my sister, and then took some with my friend. So yeah, that was like a whole, like, I still can't believe that actually happened. Yeah, so I cropped my sister out of this one, but this is my new profile picture on Instagram, if you guys didn't notice. So yeah, somehow that happened. I don't know how that just came around. But yeah, so we were like talking with him, and he was like, oh yeah, he was like really chill. It was really cool, kind of awkward, but I mean, we all were. And my friend was like, oh yeah, I wish Kenny could have been here too. And he was like, oh yeah, well, hopefully he can come next time. So yeah, that's kind of just what happened. So